MKLC, so that sequence from the comp, but in B slot. Nice one, guys. It's a brave move. And it needs to be done, obviously, in order to get some confidence. If that sequence, if you wanted to do it and it came up with 5-17 or something, it switched you guys. Working your way through the feeling of being uncomfortable and trying to learn the shapes. And that's the key thing here, guys. I would learn the shapes first. I would almost want to do this drill, this sequence in B slot, no contact, a couple of pages, in order to feel what the geometry of each formation, so to see the geometry, to how you can fit it into the tunnel. Can you see it's kind of pushing over a lot? It's pushing into the glass a lot. Something about it's the same thing that is happening on the G, Felipe. Look at how your body moves that way to go that way. So your body's kind of doing a little J, like a curve, whereas it should, if I'm thinking here, M to K should feel pretty much like an in-place turn. In fact, yes, I would say keep your center point there, because then you would be on this angle, Marconi would be here, and because these guys then stay in place as well. They stay on the long axis. You just rotate. You don't need to go in and then out. I think that's going to help you a little bit with the energy there. Now let's have a little bit look at Manuel on the front of the, so K. Well, it's already gone in too much. So now look at the space in the tunnel, gentlemen. All right, so now we got Manuel and Fred kind of backed into the corner, if you like it. And now Manuel has nowhere to go. But if you guys had the K built here, Manuel could offer you, Felipe, a little more leg without pushing you back too much. Yeah, it's going too much into the wall, so we're running out of space. I mean, the dive's getting better through repetition for sure, but I think it's just positioning in the tunnel would help us on this one. See that? So we're going back to some basic lessons here, which we kind of forget when we're doing a lot of A slot, because we do it well and you take it for granted. But now we're doing challenging randoms in B slot. We need to relearn how to use the tunnel effectively. Everyone stays in their quadrant. Everyone stays in their quadrant when we're going from a round formation like this to a K, rather than moving in and back into the wall. See that? Look how much that moves. I mean, I want Marconi to do an in-place turn. And look what happens. Look how much that moves. It's a huge move. Okay, I think that's clear.